Today we have a new and exciting Grand Seiko model, which is part of the elegant standard lineup. And if you love the bamboo texture on the SBGJ259, but perhaps the color was a bit too loud for you, today's watch may be for you. We are reviewing the SBGJ271, which has a theme of not a particular season, but how the seasons are woven into Japanese culture and everyday life. For example, when it snows outside of a Buddhist temple, the snow accumulates on the branches of the trees and reflects off the dark floors, making the floorboards shine as white snow itself, and yet the floorboard still remains. A fresh snow cover, or yukigesho, is what the dial captures, and also is meant to remind you that the inhabited world reflects nature back to us. This piece is also meant to take you to a quiet place, such as a traditional home or temple during a Japanese winter. But can this piece teleport you to a snowy Buddhist temple when you look on your wrist, or will it just be a forgettable standard offering? Let's find out. What's up everyone, it's Chris with the Little Treasury channel. Welcome back. This is where we bring you original and in-depth watch content at least once per week. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be alerted as soon as we upload. I'm from Little Treasury Jewelers, which is located in Gambrills, Maryland. And it's where you go when you're in the know. As always, the watches that I review are for sale and can be purchased, so please see the description below to contact us. If you're just joining us now, I'll go over the watch's detailed measurements and features, and then I'll offer my personal opinion at the end. In our last video, I reviewed the Omega Moonshine Gold Speedmaster, which is the ultimate form of an iconic moon watch with a proprietary gold alloy and a unique rubber moon strap. I highly recommend checking this one out if you're after a high-end gold watch or just would like to see one of the most delicious offerings Omega has created. Wrist check time. Today I'm wearing my Grand Seiko Snowflake SBGA271, which is and always will be my recommendation for your first Grand Seiko model. It is the iconic classic that embodies a little bit of all the best aspects of the brand. Now tell me which watch you're wearing while you're watching the video, and make sure to tell me why. Now let's get on to the features. The SBGJ271 yukigesho has a 38.5mm case width, a 14.3mm thickness, a 47mm lug-to-lug, an 18.9mm lug width, a 33.8mm crystal diameter, and weighs in at 147.96 grams. The case has Zaratsu finish on the entire bezel and on the top of the lugs, and even on the sides of the case. So basically, the entire case is Zaratsu finished and has a stunning presence. A vintage-style non-screw-down crown can be found at the 3 position. The sapphire crystal is box style and is raised, which will help protect the bezel from scratches. The dial has a texture that represents floorboards in a Buddhist temple turned white from the reflection of snow outside to sum it up. It is white and reflective. The markers are gold bar style with 2 instead of 1 at the 12, 9, and 6 positions, while a smaller marker can be found at the 3 position. Grand Seiko can be found with an applied GS logo in silver at the top middle section. An even number grade with triangles in between each and representing the GMT time can be found around the intersection of the dial. The hands are Dauphine style and are in silver tone, with a simple pointed silver toned second hand. The GMT hand is a stone gray and is in an arrow style. The date window is at the 3 position and is surrounded by a silver toned frame with a silver toned background and black numerals. Automatic, Hi-Beat 36,000 and GMT can be found on the lower middle section. The case back is open and thankfully not obscured by anything, so you can see the 9S86 caliber and all of its glory. The movement is the Hi-Beat 9S86 caliber, which functions at 36,000 beats per hour. It has a 55-hour power reserve and is accurate from losing 3 to gaining 5 seconds per day. It uses a special Sprawn alloy for the mainspring and hairspring to allow it to achieve a 55-hour power reserve while still beating at that high 36,000 beats. The bracelet is a 5-link design and has a matte finish on the inner and outermost links, with the Zaratsu finish on the smaller center ones. The clasp is a simple fold with pushers and no micro adjust. The SBGJ271 is splash resistant, which in Grand Seiko terms means 30 meters, and is ready to bring you to a Buddhist temple in the winter for a wonderful $7,100. Now for my personal opinion. So this is a watch that hasn't received the attention that it deserves. The story sounds complicated, but it really is just floorboards of a temple shining white from the reflective snow outside, and I admire Grand Seiko for trying something different than a season or specific location in a certain time of year for the inspiration. The dial is simple, but very attractive with the floorboard texture and white color. I like how neutral it is, and it just has shades of white, black, silver, and gray, so it can be worn great as a daily driver. Although this isn't a seasons piece, this is a great alternative to the SBGE269 if you like to celebrate winter but don't like color or prefer the high beat. I'm into gray tones myself, and this one does speak to me and would look great on a variety of different aftermarket straps, I must say. Although it sits a little high, which is the aesthetic of Grand Seiko anyway, it isn't crazy and it is very comfortable on my 6.5-inch wrist. I'll go ahead and recommend this piece for anyone who is interested in a neutral and attractive Grand Seiko piece with a fascinating dial, and perhaps would be interested in a true GMT complication. Thanks for watching today, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share with all of your friends and your family members too. I look forward to seeing you next video.